Hello everyone. Let's see here. I'm probably just gonna talk about school, which isn't necessarily that interesting, but I'd like to think that it is. But first I'd like to say, Gino, I just watched your video. I just watched yours as well, Brenna. And I kind of share the sentiment of not knowing how to wear socks. And I liked both your videos, by the way. Just figured I'd say that. I've moved from my bed to my desk, which hasn't been used in ages just because it's, downstairs. Who really wants to go there? But Brennan, I saw your video and you talked about your book tripod, and I was like, oh my god, why haven't I done that? Because it's a lot less shaky this way. Brilliant. So let me explain my schedule for the school year. I'm gonna put my head in front of that light there because it's a little bit shiny. That's why my head's shiny, by the way. It's because there's also a light right there. It's really not greasy, I promise. I showered today. First to preface my schedule, I have a chorus that I'm in, my select chorus in my school, called Vestal Voices, and which is referred to by anybody who's in it as Voices, and a lot of people who aren't in it as well, but that's not as terribly important to this story. And so, when I say voices, I mean that I'm in the room in which we rehearse as a choir. There's about 60 of us, by the way, in case anybody's choir people. So, my schedule goes, first period is English. Second period, I spend in voices. It's a free period, but I go to voices because I go to voices on my free periods. Third is Spanish, level 5. And then fourth is the actual class, voices. Fifth is lunch, I go to voices. Then sixth is economics for the first part of the year, and PIG, or part in government, in the second part of the year. Then seventh period is music theory and voices. Then eighth period at this point is gym, 3 out of 6 days, and then 2 out of 6 days is chem lab, and then ninth period is chem. But I'm thinking of dropping that just because the only reason I was taking it in the first place was because I wanted a background in it for college. And I'm just going to read a book about it if I want knowledge about it, because this class is just pointless. So, it's pretty good. I mean, the problem was that at the end of the day I had gym, in which I didn't have any friends, and then chemistry, which I didn't have any friends, and it's terrible. I feel like I'm tripping over myself. I'm going through all of it so fast because it's really easy stuff right now. But what happened was I ended up having a friend in gym class because he switched out of something else and got his schedule changed up. So now I have him in my class, and I'm meeting with my counselor on Thursday to not have chem anymore. I'm going to tell her that I need to focus on my other classes more, but in reality it's just arbitrary in general. But I don't think I can tell her that because then she won't, I don't think that's on the list of things that they're allowed to let you drop a class for. And, that's been my life right now. I mean, generally my day is actually really enjoyable. I spend a lot of time, with my favorite teacher, my choir teacher, and, got friends all the time. It's pretty cool. And then, other than that, I was probably supposed to talk about things that make me happy. My battery's running low. I had to press an OK button there. That's why I touched the screen. Well, it doesn't look like I touched the screen because never mind. Things that make me happy. Music makes me really happy. Above pretty much all else, except for people. There are a lot of people in this world that make me happy, and interacting with them makes me happy. In general, I think food makes me happy. I mean, good food, though. Like, regular food is just, sustenance and it's whatever. But, like, actual good food that someone's put time into and, is skilled at making the food, that's happy for me. I mean, in general, the internet makes me happy. That is definitely another thing. I spend a lot of time on the internet, probably more than I should. I should probably spend more time reading. That also makes me happy. I have a copy of The Fault in Our Stars, but it's not signed, and I'm kind of jealous. I don't even have a signature, let alone a Hanklerfish. But then again, I'm really a recently converted nerd fighter, so... ooh, I did that run. Ooh, okay, there. I didn't have enough time to prepare for it. My bad. Yeah, I actually started watching the Vlogbrothers after I started watching Zay Frank. So it was a different thing. So now my weeks consist of getting up in the morning and deciding whether it's actually, worth eating breakfast or sleeping for another 15 minutes. I don't know about any of you guys, but what I do is I wake up at 6 and then I press snooze. I actually swipe snooze. It's a little swipe button on my phone. That's my alarm clock for the morning. And then I wake up at 6:05 and I snooze. I wake up at 6:10 and I snooze, and then I wake up at 6:15 and then I actually have to get up. And I'm like, all right, guys, let's do this. And somehow that makes it easier to actually get up, having gone back to sleep and then being woken up, I guess. I mean, I guess it does kind of make sense, having to do with, heavy sleep cycles and such. But, I mean, this morning I couldn't do it. I went back to sleep for another 15 minutes, well, broken up by alarms intermittently in between that. And, I mean, it was a good day. I think this is a good way to end the day. I think I can do this more often. I'm sorry that it's late. I don't think anybody really cares that much. I think it's more the spirit than the actual timing. But yeah, I'm sorry that I don't really respond to anybody else's videos. I've honestly probably watched them all. I just can't really remember anything that I was going to say about them, except, Chris, I probably already commented on this on YouTube, but I appreciated your idea of cleaning your room, and it almost made me want to clean mine, and it's probably like another step towards actually cleaning my room, so thank you for that. It's not there yet, though. Maybe sometime this year, since I'll have copious amounts of free time in my not doing chemistry. Who knows? But if I do, I don't think I'm gonna film it, because it's bad. Let me just tell you. Like, the ceiling is the part that doesn't have clothes on it, and that is a victory for me. Alright, see you guys later.